Hello, I'm Murray Newlands. Welcome to another episode of the How to CEO Show. I'm delighted to be chatting with Scott today. Scott, please introduce yourself.
Hey, it's good to be here, Murray. My name is Scott Mandel. I'm the CEO and founder of Complex Labs, where we tokenize data and make that data actionable for brands.
So, tell me and us about you and your project. Like, what does that mean exactly? How do you help people?
Yeah, so I've been in the space for a while, and this idea came to me, after having many failed experiences in DAOs. DAOs just didn't feel right to me, and so I really wanted to be able to capture all the data that happens within these silos that are communities. And for me, that was important because it had not only applications for governance, but making better decisions within communities. We pivoted that model to focus on brands. Brands are really interested in getting involved in the Web3. They're not really sure how to do that. So, what we do for them is we help them bring their existing data on chain. Think CRMs, think databases, tokenize that information. We also help them tokenize external, let's call them actions. So how the community member is interacting with the brand itself. So if someone's engaging in social, tweeting, inviting, attending, things like that, we tokenize all that information. Put that all together in one wallet. Now a brand can decide what characteristics make up a ideal customer or someone they want to reward, and they can attach rewards, experiences, or loyalty programs to any collection of tokens that they want.
So, what trends are you seeing in Web3 that you're excited about?
Well, honestly, it's more of the kind of an end to a trend. I think NFTs are largely misunderstood, and I think what we saw in this last cycle, the 10,000 PFP projects, I think we're starting to see those slow down. I think we're going to see more meaningful projects kind of take their place, projects with real utility, real value behind them. In addition to that, identity. I think like similar to how we had DeFi summer, I think we're going to have like I don't know, identity fall or something coming up.
What's one of the craziest things you've seen this year in Web3?
Oh man. You know, there's a lot of, I think the rise and fall. Like I think it's human nature in general is there's a lot of greed in it, and just like to see an industry rise and fall so quickly, it's just amazing to me. It's the same cycle that happens so often in crypto, but we all fall victim to it. So I think that's just what sticks out to me.
What are some cool projects that you've seen this year?
Yeah, so I think at the top of the list for me is Archive, which is a crossing that threshold of physical and digital. So it's a DAO where they actually curate, a collection of artwork, and then they actually go rent that artwork to museums, to airports, to hotels, whatever it might be. I think that's really cool. Centrifuge, which is tying real world assets to DeFi. So you think like luxury goods and being able to like maybe, borrow against those luxury goods, tokenizing those luxury goods. Both of those are kind of crossing the chasm of like digital and physical. I also think like GMX, which is like a decentralized trading platform, kind of taking the place of like FTX. I think things like that are cool. And then Polygon ID, I think, is going to be huge, and that's coming out in Q1 of next year.
For sure, I think it's going to be. And then who are some people that have impressed you or you think would be great to shout out at this time?
Yeah, so I mentioned Archive. So I think their founder, Thomas McCloud, is awesome. I think he's really just forward thinking in terms of like real world applications. I think he's one. Chris Cantino of Crypto Packaged Goods. I really love the way he thinks about kind of where things are going, the loyalty aspect of things. I'm going to butcher this guy's last name, Max Campertetto of Salesforce. He's trying to apply Web3, technology into a world that's very, Web2 in Salesforce. And then I have my friend Zug, who just is an awesome community manager. He's over at a company called Origami, helping DAOs kind of like find their footing in the world of Web2.
Awesome. Who are some people you think I should interview next?
I think all of those guys would
Okay.
be fantastic. Yeah. So like Thomas is really interesting. Zug is super interesting if you really want to learn about DAOs and kind of where that's happening, where that's heading. Yeah, I think those four are tremendous examples of people you should interview.
Awesome. How can people help you?
Yeah, so I think for what I'm doing, it's kind of expanding people's knowledge about how NFTs can be used. So like the way that we think about NFTs over at Complex Labs, they're data points. It's not this artwork. They're data points, and you know the way their brand thinks about you, you know, in your identity, it's like you know Nike thinks of you as a size, a team affiliation, what you bought. Like those are all you know data points. So the way that you know you can help me if you're listening is check out Complex Labs. If you have a brand, when I say brand, it could be an influencer, it could be an artist, it could be an athlete. You know, check it out. If you have someone that's interested in innovating in Web3, send them my way.
Awesome. How do people, if they want to reach you, how do they do that?
Yeah, I think Twitter is always good at Scott Mandel, SCOTTMANDEL. Email is also good, Scott at complexlabs.co. Those are probably best two ways to reach me.
Scott, thank you very much for being on the show. Best of luck next year, and thanks for the shout outs. See you next time.
Thanks, Murray.